So spoilers ahead. For those who are watching, Hell's Paradise and haven't got caught up to episode 8. I'll go over the 8 episodes. This is my thoughts. This is my sporadic ramblings of my thoughts while watching the episodes. Like, nothing too much. We'll start with episode 1. First thought that I had was the blade breaking against Gabimaru's neck when he was to get beheaded was pretty badass. And I really enjoyed the opening. Both the visuals and the music are super good. When Gabimaru said sorry when the guy tried piercing him with the spear to mercy kill him before setting him on fire was pretty funny. And then Gabimaru preventing the bulls from pulling him in half. He almost killed the bulls. They were fucking so exhausted. I thought his nickname was pretty awesome. Found out that he was actually fighting back against death, which makes sense. He didn't want to die, actually, because he loves his wife, and he understands that. I mean, that's why he's fighting for his life, because he loves his wife and wants to get back to it, even though he doesn't really understand that himself. I thought he was really short. His wife's burn scar looks like a dick, because it kind of does. He got kissed by his wife. He was all blushing. The underworld. Like I said, these are sporadic thoughts. I can't remember half of them now. It's probably Hell's Paradise itself, like the island or whatever. I think that's what it is. The more beautiful a thing is, the more deadly it truly is, and that was about the island itself. Flower consumed corpses. I thought that was pretty interesting. He's crying. Who was crying? Oh, Gabimaru was crying. Seeing Gabimaru's ninjutsu firsthand was pretty cool. It was very colorful. And I said Gabimaru is that guy, and that he's badass, because he is. Onward to episode 2. Storyteller finished the tale, and that was about how Sagiri's dad let the prisoner tell a tale while he was being beheaded, and he finished the story because he didn't even know he was beheaded. That was pretty badass. Sagiri fears the dead that she killed, kind of like Thorfinn from Vinland Saga, and him being haunted by all the people he's killed. And she's very interested in Gabimaru, since he doesn't fear the dead that when he kills, like, it doesn't weigh him, like, it weighs him down, but he doesn't let that get in the way of can't do his job or doing what he needs to do to survive. The bounty book, kind of like Naruto, when they were talking about how talking about all the prisoners, she's roasting his ass, and that was about the Kunoichi. I forget her name, honestly. I didn't pay attention. Roasting Gabimaru, saying he's not what he what the like rumors say about him. I said, damn, the blooming looks like it hurts, and that was about the guy that came back from Island still alive, and when the blossoms bloom, they like explode his eye sockets and stuff, and he was still alive in bliss. He was just like laughing merrily. The tatted dude who would try and walk away saying he's not done go to the island, he got beheaded in seconds. They gotta keep their monitors alive, otherwise they just don't get killed. The blonde one works quick. That I was talking about Shibby and him choking out that one dude to death. Everyone dying's quick. The Shogun is crazy. Like when he finally opened his eyes and was like all bloodshot and shit. The Red Seals, those are all the people with superhuman abilities. Most like they're just extremely good at what they do, and that's for the criminals. The dragon swordsman grabbing the dude and using him as like a whip. He's literally just using his body to hit other bodies. Sagiri doesn't like getting called a bitch girl. She's good at chopping heads. It's still just gone. Oh, that was when Gabimaru tore into the first guy out of the guys that said they were gonna kill him, and he's just gone. Neck exploded out. Gabimaru again is that guy. And Sagiri is finding motivation. Gabimaru. Okay. Episode 3, Oni masks. That was just when it was showing pictures of the Oni masks relating to the chief who is wild. Because apparently he drank the elixir of life or to some effect, because he got stabbed like in the head and like everywhere in his body was still alive. They finally made it to paradise. Mappa just dropped hits, man, and that was about the opening and also the anime itself. The fact Gabimaru has to keep his hands binded the whole time was crazy. Granted, to fight the one dude. Or was that just no? It was just the whole island thing, like him having to have him bind him, but that stopped pretty soon afterwards. The giant ball that hit Gabimaru and launched him. Sagiri is the lowest ranked. I hate this dude's ton, and that was the Oni mask weapon dude who was licking his. Every time people do like who licks his weapon, the ton's always gross. He literally just ate those weapons while tying his hands, like they were just hitting him and exploding. His face is gross, and he didn't last long. Yeah, he literally died within seconds after his face was revealed. She's gonna eat him. And that was the cannibal seducer chick, but she got killed by Shion. Gabimaru is so quick. Gabimaru is very agile, so makes sense since he's a shinobi. The redhead is beyond gone. I think his name's Aizen. What is it? What's his name? Can't find it right now. What is his name? I thought I put it in here. Ikurodo? Honestly, I didn't really pay attention to anyone else's names beside Okay, so it's after this. Yes, but Roku Roda, yeah. Rokuroda just slapped him and his whole top half exploded. Said Gabimaru was so calm when he was about to kill Sagiri. Gabimaru is all over the place. He's fucking bipolar, I swear. He's beyond skilled with a sword, and so is Sagiri. And they're both hesitant to kill each other because they don't want... She's afraid of killing, and he doesn't want... He wants his wife's approval. Oh, sorry, I'm a bit tired. Luckily she used the sheath. Gabimaru was about to kill her, and she whipped out the sheath to protect herself. Gabimaru can't kill Sagiri. His wife is making him hesitate, which is true. All this is true. I don't know why I said it like it's like surprise. Gabimaru is just scared of being weak, because he would train the emotions and make you weak. I bet Sagiri becomes Gabimaru's second wife or something. I really think they don't get together at the end of the show or something. I don't know. Something is itching that maybe it's my fucking fandom it's self coming out. The coupling. He stuck his sword in the sheath, lol. Weird ass moths. Turns out they're butterflies. I thought they were moths. That scene instantly blooms into flowers, or like pretty soon after. Granted, though, that might have not been the case because later on, the one dude with glasses says the butterflies scales carry poison and hallucinogenic, so it's possible. But granted, though, I really think this scene did turn the blade dragon's hand into like a flower. Weird as half human creatures, massive Goliaths, and these creatures are gross as fuck. Yeah. The blade dragon's mustache is awesome. It really is. He has a fantastic mustache. And the blade dragon is both chill and has anger issues. Fushi likes cutting up bodies too much. And that was about the scene about it showing like the flashback or whatever of Fushi just dissecting the body and like all blushing and weird. It was weird. All the criminals are thinking the same about eliminating the competition. I mean, all the criminals want to go kill each other, so they have more time to find the elixir of life. Granted, by episode 8, they should have just all stuck together and helped everyone and tried to get off the fucking island. Such a veiny fishman praying thing. That dude was so veiny. There's no running now with all the giants. That's when Gabimaru and Sagiri got surrounded. Nimpo time, and that was Gabimaru using Aesthetic Blaze, Talisman Booba. That's not much else to talk about there. Weapon animation is so good, and that was with the Aesthetic Blaze. Save for Gabimaru, team up time, Gabi-kun lol. The arm twist was funny, and that was about the lady trying to seduce Gabimaru, and he just was like, nah. More arm twist. She is super flexible. The other Shinobi lady. Shinobi Art's sword from Booba. Oh, that's when she was talking about killing that one saint dude. And it showed a scene, and she was like pulling a sword out from her boob, or maybe not her boob, but like at least the fabric that covered her boob. And it wasn't like there was a compartment that I could fit a whole ass sword. It was just coming out of nothing. Why she fainted, and that was about Sagiri, but we find out that she was poisoned by the butterflies. Toma is a goner. Who's Toma? Oh, the one, the long-haired brother of Shibby. Shibby is badass, and that was when he picked up the axe and cut the giants in half. The giants apparently can talk. Shibby is the true bandit king, and they plan to become the immortal duo by drinking the elixir of life. Granted, the last we saw of them, they got tossed in a pit with other bodies. I think they're being made into the tan, which is the elixir of life. Sagiri was poisoned by the butterflies. Lol, she thought he made human balls. Oh, that was about the Kanochi thinking that Gabimaru he collected like plants and nuts and like stuff to make, I forget the name of the food, but it's like meal balls, and she thought it was made from humans that were turned into flowers, that they ate flowers made from humans. They don't have dicks. That was about how the shinobi lady was like, oh, they don't have any like reproductive organs. Gabimaru was so excited by the thought of elixir immortality, and that was about his face like getting like his eyes getting like super intense and shadowed when he's like, oh, the elixir of life is here, or it's something that exists. Genji is sexist, which makes sense since the clan doesn't believe in women carrying a sword. Genji is just roasting Sagiri. Ship graveyard, and that was with Tenza and new guy. Nurugiri? How the fuck do you say your name? New guy, yeah. Fish monsters again, but in turn it was actually just tentacles. Yeah, oh, it's a tentacle monster like Kraken. I thought it was just multiple monsters, but it was just the tentacles. Kisho is a flower now. That was a pink-haired dude that cut off the Oni mask wearing weapon fanatic. New guy survivor's guilt about her village being wiped out because of her, which admittedly wasn't on purpose. She brought samurai to her village so they can rest, thinking that's what they were going to do, but they killed everyone there, saying because her village won't bow down to the shogunate, they deserve all to die as usurpers and essentially terrorists, even though they just want to live peacefully. Tenka, for the longest time I thought Tenza's name was Tenka. So Tenza's a good swordsman, even though he will probably die, and that was about the tentacles, but they survived. They will probably end up back on island, and that was after they survived the fight and made it onto a boat. I thought it was a boat out, but no, it was just a boat to the island, which I thought as well. I was like, it might be, I wasn't sure if we'd find out if they got away from the island or if they just ended up back on island, but they ended up back on island. And new guy is a Golo. This whole situation was funny because Tenza, they were trying to wash off the blood, and Tenza saw her, new guy without clothes on and was like freaking out. Tenza is stupid. He is stupid. Sagiri is the reason for Gabimaru change. Gabimaru found his resolve. And I think Sagiri is falling for Gabimaru. Sagiri found her resolve because of Gabimaru. They're like hand in hand doing things for each other. Sagiri is badass and Genji is done for. And that was after Roku Roda slapped the shit out of Genji's side and like ripped open a massive hole. Roku Roda killed everyone in a fit of hunger and whatnot. Genji got launched. He's strong enough to rip a tree out of the ground. I think he's strong enough, Gabimaro. That's how it happened because Gabimaro was like, oh, I want to assess how strong he is. And then showed Rokuruda like ripping a tree out of the ground, and Gabimaro was like, oh. The Kunoichi is annoying, because she is. Those stones were ineffective even though it blew a hole in the tree. And that was when Gabimaro used a different Ninpo. He has a lot of Ninpo. Genji is dying fast. Aizen is paced. Sagiri chopped off one of Rokuroda's fingers. Gabimaro and Sagiri make great teammates. They do. They actually work really well together. They just have to get over wanting to kill each other. His leg's too strong to cut through. His scream is crazy loud. It almost took Sagiri and Gabimaro out of the fight, but they fought on. Gabimaro is down. That's when he ate a slap by Rokuroda and it slammed him into the ground. He initially got up, but then it didn't last long because he started vomiting blood. His whole body just exploded in blood, essentially. He surprisingly didn't die, but he definitely was heavily injured. Sagiri calmed down and redirected Rokuroda's blow. I said Sagiri is a blossoming flower. I feel like she went to the island with as a bud, and now she's starting to blossom as she's finding more resolve and whatnot since she's got to the island. Diaper shot does just Rokuroda's butt we saw. He's not in a diaper, but I don't know what they're called. I can't remember the term for the wrap, but it looks like a diaper on him, honestly. He throws a fit like a child, so. Ooh, fire flare. That was when Gabimaro and Sagiri were standing next to each other, and Gabimaro was like, I have an idea, and then like there was a like wisp of fire like starting to like flow off his body, but not a lot, but it was just like oh, this is my idea, I'm gonna set everything on fire. Aesthetic Blaze is badass and so colorful. It really is. Swing plop, and that was when Sagiri was about to that was when Sagiri chopped off Rokuroda's head. Rokuroda only wanted to eat and play, but he was too strong to play with. Like, he didn't know his own strength, but he didn't really care either. Like, he didn't understand why no one wanted to play with him, but like no one wanted to play with him because he killed them. That was the big thing. Genji Sagiri was wanting to get Genji's body, but Genji was saying the soul of a samurai is in his sword, so I was like, his soul's in the sword, just leave. Sagiri, don't try and get Genji's body. They found an overgrown village. Shibby drinking blood. It was gross. He was drinking one of the monster's arms. He like chopped the arm off and was drinking the blood. Juicy Peach and Woman, and then Mystical Flower Lesbians. That was my last thought on episode 6. Booba, and then it went from Booba to she transformed into a man. So I was like, some sort of battle mode. I swear my son just said "fuck you" to my daughter. Dangerous Little Girl. That was when she punched Gabimaro, a tree creature. We get to see the Kunoichi fight, but actually we didn't. Not really. Why is her body slimy now? It's a weird Ninpo. The little girl flipped Gabimaro. Goddamn, an air blast from the punch from the girl. Like, someone on her side is trying to be throwing punches that blast air out of somebody's back from it. Well, he strung up in one move. That was when Gabimaro just grabbed vines and was like tied up. Gabimaro's not good with kids. He made her cry. The tree creature talks. The tree got her a bath roll. The village has been lived in for 1,000 years. She gets her talisman bath. I don't understand why there's talismans in the water. Sagiri loves the water. She's like, I'm gonna perform my duty by monitoring this, the Kunoichi, and she got into the water and she's like, It was funny. The little girl likes Sagiri, and that's just because Sagiri gives off motherly vibes to the girl. Senta is hungry. Who's Senta? Oh, Senta's the glasses dude. That's right. He wants to eat the juicy peaches. The elixir of life exists. The creature all but confirmed it. Of course, the elixir would be at the center of the island. The Tensen are made of trees, and those are like the godlike people. The tree guy needs his nose fixed because it's all fucking like off to the side here. The Tensen turn people into flowers, which in turn the humans turn flowers is what forms the Tan for the elixir of life. Gabrielle is so naive when it comes to children. Sagiri is denying her love for the bath that she took. That was when Gabrielle started like badgering about it. Gabrielle is not good with kids. Sagiri reminds Gabrielle of his wife. That's why I think they don't get together, like, possibly. Gabrielle's wife is pretty smart. That was when she was popping off with some sagely advice to Gabrielle. Gabrielle was just raised in a bad environment. Sagiri was like, I don't know if Gabrielle is actually a good guy or not. I just think Gabrielle was raised in a bad environment, and that's why he turned out the way he is. And he probably is, like, there's good in him. The issue is that there's that inner conflict of wanting to be human, like, in terms of, like, emotionally human, and then also his training that he's been trained in for a majority of his life. Is this Tenza? Oh, the kid. When I was showing the kid, like, beating other people up. I can't tell a new opening. I couldn't tell if it was a new opening because after, like, episode 2, I started, like, skipping past it on Crunchyroll, so I wasn't watching it. And it's been, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 episodes since I watched the opening, so I couldn't tell if it was a new opening. And I said, yeah, it is, and it's fire. But honestly, I just think it's the normal opening. They are going to die, and that's when the Tensen showed up with Tenza and Nurugai. I said, well, he is fast, and that is about the Tensen. I said they aren't gonna get far from him. Shion could sense the sea creature when he was at the shore. He could tell that there's a big creature out in the water that is not something they've ever encountered before. Shion is funny. He did not save himself though. Oh, he saved Tenza and Nurugai, but he took a blow to the neck. Look, but he ends up surviving. For now, we haven't got episode 9 yet. But I said Tenza's beyond gone with 4 giant holes on her body. Goddamn, that punch was epic. That was when Tenza literally just punched the Tensen in the face to try and buy time for Shion and Nurugai to escape. I said Tenza's cool. He's pretty badass for staying and fighting until his dying breath to buy them time. At the end of it, he was literally just in a pool of blood, and then booba, because the Tensen was like shirtless, and I was just like booba. Otherwise, that is all my degenerate thoughts for episode 1 to episode 8 of Hell's Paradise. Obviously, I'll do more once we get more episodes. I'll probably do like I'll probably be able to stay on top of it. This was just me binge watching all 8 episodes in like 2 days. 2-3 days. So I've been letting it build up so I can watch it. Other than that, I'm probably gonna start doing this a bit more. I like watching anime, and honestly, just popping off like my thoughts and no like actual organization besides like, oh, a scene occurred, here's a little bit about what I thought about it, or just random shit, or just kind of explaining a bit of the plot here. Like there's a bit of it, but I might do this more. I started doing it with Hunter x Hunter, but I'm not done. I'm not done with. I want to finish the show, and then I'll probably, or like, I'll do seasons for Hunter x Hunter, since it's done, I think. But I haven't caught up. I've been playing games, and I started watching Hell's Paradise, so that changed what I was doing. But yeah, I might be doing this more. I love anime. I love playing games. I love eating food. That's literally all my channel is about, is a mixture of things. I don't have any dedicated thing. My daughter is unhappy. It's my cue to go for now. Toodles.